What's up, YouTube? Brandon Michael from Daily Retreat, and this is the first of many journeys we're going to take you guys on in manifesting this everyday vacay. Today, me and G-Bird are going to build a professional garden for under $100. Simply from cinder blocks from your local hardware store. From cement to Picasso. From plain Jane to pyramid. Now first, cinder blocks and spray paint from your local department store. Now cinder blocks, very cost efficient, not too heavy. You got the double cinder blocks, and not more than $150 a piece. And you got the single ones that we have that are not even $125. And we got about 15 doubles and 4 to 5 singles. Just not a lot of money. Came out to around $30. Spray paint. Spray paint was Rust-Oleum. I believe that's how you say it. But they were about $2 to $3 a piece. I got 3 of each color. I got a black, I got an espresso, and a nutmeg. Paint and primer. Now your color scheme can be whatever you like. They got tons of colors at the department store. But we went to Walmart and got black, espresso, and nutmeg because that was our scheme. Chose the spray paint in outside. Chose the spray paint outside. You can choose wherever, but of course, you know, if you spray paint in your garage or something, you want it to be well ventilated for obvious reasons. You know, just make sure it's properly ventilated. You know, you want to avoid headaches and dizziness, etc., etc. So I chose an open area. Also, before we started spray painting, we washed them down. We had to wash them down to get all of the excess debris off or whatever, or pieces of concrete or whatever. And like I said, this process was fairly easy. We coated each side a couple times, got the inside. You don't really have to spray the inside, but you know, if you want to, you know, if you're a perfectionist, you know, I like to try to get every piece I can get, you know. And even still after that, there were some spots that I missed, but once you build it and put it together, you won't even notice it. Only reason you'll notice it now is because I'm saying it, because if you've seen it in person, trust me, you wouldn't even notice. Wave check. Catching every piece. There's a lot of footage. We put it in fast forward mode, you know, but I really want y'all to get the in-depth feel of, you know, the play-by-play process of building this professional garden. Mind you, upon looking it up, man, when I say this is under $100, our total after all costs is about $77 altogether. And professional gardeners are charging that per hour for just labor. That's not including supplies or any of that, man. So hopefully this video is helpful to a lot of you. And like I said, this is phase 1 and phase 2 of the outside, you know. We chose to even do the garden because, you know, we're gonna do the beds or whatever, but we don't want to mess up, you know, the yard or whatever. So this is what we came up with, you know. Way to figure the plants out, you know, the way to plant the plants and not, you know, kill what grass that was left. And we plan on, like, literally creating this daily retreat. This is creating your own oasis, man. Creating your own paradise. At your budget, you know. There's so many things out here, and it's so many outlets that allow people to do their own, do for self, you know, DIY. So this is just us doing our part, you know. From plants to the whole, we got footage in the whole house of, you know, each room that we did, you know, why we did it, you know, what peace that brings us, etc., you know. Everybody's house is different, but a lot of what I've noticed is that, you know, a lot of people, as they come over, you know, they're intrigued by the way we put this setup together. So we just started to record videos on it, and here we are. And like I said, the first couple videos may be a little dry or whatever. This is our trial and error. Our motto here, one of our mottos, we got many mottos at Daily Retreat, but one particular one is trial and error till there's trial, no error, you know. So we going at it, we're gonna figure it out. It's no different with these YouTube videos, you know. So forgive me, you know, work with me, you know. I'm trying not to make it as least dry as possible, you know, but as you can see, we went brown, the espresso, the black, and the nutmeg. And we also kept a few of them, you know, the cement color, because that just added another color to what we're doing. So now we let the cinder blocks dry, you know. That's why we had them out in the sun. Let them dry out. We've cleaned our spot. Now the minds are at work. Now we get to play Tetris with it, you know what I'm saying? So as you can tell, as you can see, the minds are flowing. We don't have no layout, no blueprint. We just figuring it out as we go. Just to let anybody know that anybody can do it. You know, you might have to finagle with it and figure it out, but anybody with any piece of creativeness in their mind can figure this out. Back and forth. Wind blowing. Excuse the mess. You know, we got soccer balls, baseball, shoes. I don't know where it comes from. It comes from one of the neighbors, man. And that stuff has been in the backyard for a long time. I'm gonna trash it, but I'm sure there's a baseball somewhere and a shoe and a couple of other things, man, that we gotta take care of, but it apparently made the cut, so, you know. You can't accept me at my Pookie. You don't need me at my Chris Rock, okay? Thinking, looking. Step back. Check it out. Do I like it? Don't I like it? Nah, we're gonna take it apart and we're gonna figure it out. Take it apart and figure it out. If at first you don't succeed, take your bricks down and build again. As you can see, I'm the more vocal one. Big G is the muscle out here. Don't get it twisted. We also got a gym too. We're gonna put y'all on the gym as well. That'll be at a later video. Right now, we very proud of this garden that we put together. And I want y'all to realize this is magic going on. We're literally looking at it piece by piece. Stepping back after each move. Planning for how many herbs we got, how many flowers we got. And like I said, it's a simple process that anybody can do. Our patio sits at, I think it's 10 feet by 10 feet. It was not a big space, you know. It's not a big space. And what the cinder blocks did also was allow us to play with it. Because there's two holes, there's ways you can shift it, there's a million ways you can play it. A million ways. And what I'm doing right now is I'm taking pictures of it, you know, and looking at it. Let me see what this looks like from this view on the phone and camera angle. What looks right? Every piece has to be right. Because mind you, this is your own unique garden. Your way, your color, your build. So there's no settling with this. There's no settling. You do it until you feel comfortable all the way with how it turns out. And we had a lot of them turned, you know, to where the holes were facing out to maybe put candles in there or anything, a little knick-knack. But we end up trashing that ideal as well. Bam. I think right there is where we found it. Right there is where it was boom. It was life. Cha-ching, cha-ching. And what you see in there is the wire mesh. The wire mesh is going to hold the soil in place because as you can see, these holes go straight through. Without the mesh wiring and the plant cloth, it obviously will fall right through. And that I think it was around $10 each. We got that at Ace. You know, Ace Hardware. But Lowe's and Home Depot also have it. It's not a lot of money. Wave check. And the garden actually was prompted by a roommate. And I think it was an Asian guy he was working with. And he introduced him to bonsai. You know, speaking about patience and consistency, etc., etc. You know, so roommate pulls up with about 3 bonsais, you know. And that was the start of it. You know, we put them in the meditation room or whatever. And it just grew from there. You know, because it literally taught us patience and consistency, you know. It was an everyday thing with them. It wasn't just something, you know. Now, mind you, you have a lot of plants that you can just, you know, tend to here and there. But the plants that we were getting, you know, needed a little more attention. You know, also with the health and wealth tip, you know, we were into a lot of herbs. And it's like, why not grow them ourselves? We were buying them. Why not grow them ourselves? You know, saves us on a lot of money. That's what really started it, and it grew into this. And we have so many in our meditation room, we just started to move them to the outside. A lot of people with the wire mesh and the cloth, they cut it in T's. It all that don't matter, man. Just, you know, create your cup, you know. Press it in there, place your cloth, you're good to go. You just got a good shot of that cement to Picasso right there. I'm sorry, that's a work of art. That is a work of art. Yep, there's the baseball. There's the baseball. Now the soil we use is just all-purpose soil, organic, you know, moisture control because it is outside and it's in these cinder blocks. You know, what we did learn is that they need more water than, you know, obviously what they would need on the inside. You know, so we water the herbs daily because this Texas heat ain't no punk. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They love it when it rains. They're standing tall when it rains. Yeah, it's all purpose, miracle grow. Perlite, you know, of course. Gotta get that air and that water flow in there. Once you will see, what we did was, you know, we got the initial herbs, your basils, your mints, your rosemaries, your sages, and we planted around, you know, we decorated around them. And your choice of decoration around them, hey, that's all your call. All your call. We also got to fit some chives in there. I don't know if you can see that little crevice right there. The top black block, it's right in there, right to the left of it. It's a crevice. We even put chives right there. He just put his hand in there. That's a small piece, and you know, just an intricate detail into, you know, the creativity. 'Cause I probably wouldn't have even thought about putting nothing in there. Roommate was like, let's throw some chives in there. Do some chives in there. They're doing just fine. And any extra questions or anything, man, you can put them in the comments. Like I said, I may be missing out on a lot, but this is literally the first video, the first audio I'm recording with it, so I'm just really winging it. So, you know, work with me. I promise it'll get better. For a first video, man, I think this is some pretty dope footage of our garden. Trust me, if you knew where we came from and to see us now doing garden work, yeah. It's a lawnmower, man. Old co-worker of mine. Got his young king out here working. Young king out here putting on. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Cultivate these plants. A lot of them we bought out with these, but we also grew some from seed, and we grew some. We rooted a few in the house. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see the process, man. Very therapeutic, very therapeutic. And it's all a part of understanding you. It's all a part of understanding your passion, your true likes, you know. Not what somebody put on you, not what you were brought up to understand, but just understanding you and what you truly want out of life. Now, this is the finished product of the first phase 1. We got basil. Like I said, all the herbs. We got sage, pineapple sage, and organic sage, eucalyptus, green onions that were rooted from the inside and put outside, rosemary, and oregano, which grows crazy. And this is the pyramid. with the pyramid, a lot of that footage got lost, so I couldn't really, let you see that because it was lost. I don't know what happened to it. But this is our succulent pyramid. Beautiful. Beautiful. And like I said, all this was under $100, cost efficient, very beautiful, professional garden. Like, subscribe. Any questions, please put it in the comments. Please put it in the comments, good or bad. Hey, we're working at this one day at a time, one video at a time. But this is our professional garden here at Daily Retreat. First of many.